Welcome to part 2 of my commentary on vegan Sidekicks comics. This is probably one of the most common arguments against veganism. They say that plants have feelings, and my own brother actually said that to me, and I was thinking, what? You're not stupid, why are you saying that? It just made me so angry actually that my brother, who is quite intelligent, would say, oh, plants have feelings. I just told him that people who say that kind of stuff don't really care about plants. They only care about justifying their actions. If we had less animals, those animals would take less food from other animals, and they would take less space from other animals as well. A lot of the land degradation in Australia is due to animal agriculture, and we've got species being endangered because of space being made for grass-fed beef. So this is a really poor argument against vegans, besides the fact that meat eaters often drink dairy, which is intended for carbs. Most of the time when you talk to someone and you talk about something that you care about and a cause that could help other people, you get some rationality from the person you're talking to. But when you start talking about changes that they can make in their diet to help other people or to help animals, it's like talking to a brick wall. They are just very closed to the idea. This is not everyone is closed, but a lot of people, they will listen. But are they going to take action? Are they going to look at their habits? Are they going to go against the status quo and say, okay, well, what I'm doing is not really the best. I could do better. They often come to the point of saying, oh, it's pointless, it's irrational, it's extreme. This graphic just illustrates that perfectly. I have a lot of friends who love cheese, and I've seen posts on Facebook about how much they love cheese and how they can't live without it. I can understand that because I used to be in that position. I used to love cheese, I used to love pizza, even ice cream. I thought when I went vegan I wouldn't be able to have any of that, and of course I don't. But I don't miss it. Once you make the switch, you don't miss it at all. And even if you do, there are vegan alternatives. So rather than getting dairy, which is cruel and really unhealthy, you can have vegan alternatives that are healthier and cruelty-free. Have you ever had this experience where you're talking to a meat eater about why you're vegan and you make really good points, but then they either respond with an excuse or they respond by changing the subject? I have had that experience. I've had the experience where I was talking about the effect of animal agriculture on the environment, and the person just changed the subject. And I don't think it was because they were intentionally being rude or anything. I just think that I was probably going a bit overboard with the way I said it and just going on a bit too much. Sometimes when meat eaters listen to an argument from a vegan, because they're already so used to their own ways, they don't really want to hear anything that will shake them up and wake them up. So it's usually more comfortable for them to just stick their head in the sand. One of the first questions you're asked as a vegan is, where do you get your protein? Even once you give them the answer that you get it from plants and you don't need to kill animals for getting protein, then the meat eater will just resort to saying, well, I'll get it from meat because it's delicious. That's not a great argument for meat eating, because you can have delicious vegan food. I really like this graphic because it shows the partiality that some people have towards pet animals like dogs and cats, but then they will eat a pig or they will eat a cow or a chicken. But really all these animals feel pain, they all want to live. It would be hypocritical to say that it is wrong to eat your dog while you're still eating meat. I think that if someone really wanted to go vegan, they would prioritize it. It's not about whether you can afford it or not, because everyone can afford to be vegan. There really should be no excuses on why people can't be vegan. Rice and vegetables, well, at least rice is very cheap, and vegetables, it depends on where you live, but who doesn't eat vegetables anyway? I hope that you enjoyed this video. Do you think plants have feelings? Let me know in the comments.